everyone! Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, I hope you had a good one. Here's what I'm bringing you in this video. I have absolutely nothing on my face today. When I say nothing, like, just nothing's been done. Looking at me, you're thinking, wow, I'm shocked. But this is what we're gonna be talking about today. It's by Real Techniques. I just found this at Walmart when I was doing last minute Christmas Eve shopping. I'd say we've been traveling most of last week, so I needed some stuff, needed some essentials. And I don't go into Walmart without just going through the makeup section, even if I don't need anything, you know, I just wanna see, is there anything new here or there? It's my duty to you all, isn't it? And there was something in the Real Techniques brush section that they were teasing. They were teasing it because they had a little sign and it said coming soon, and I swear that little sign was there for at least 2 months. Well, the other day when I was in there, they actually had the product, and it's this Real Techniques Prep and Prime set. And what this is basically a set of brushes for your skincare. So it's got something to exfoliate with, it's got a brush for moisturizing and priming, it's got something for under eye cream, it's even got a lip scrub brush. So as soon as I got them, I started playing around with these, and I thought I would share them with you in this video and sort of discuss whether or not I think these are worth it. Because for this whole set, I'm going to say it was around $20, and it must be really new. I mean, it says new right here, but even going to find these on the Real Techniques website, because I like to see the little videos that Sam and Nick do. They give you a little background on the product and a few ideas on how to use it, but they didn't even have stuff on these up yet on their website. So the first thing I'm going to do is I sit here. I haven't even like washed my face for the day, so I'm going to take one of my little Garnier towelettes here, and I'm just going to run this all over my face real quick. It'll give my face a little bit of moisture and also a little bit more of a clean slate feeling, you know? So running this all over the skin, and then right after I'll be using this brush. So this is the one that they call the dry facial brush. Use this textured brush to gently exfoliate for healthy looking skin. And I was using this last night, and I actually feel like this did something. This is nuts because it's unlike any Real Techniques brush you've ever seen because it's kind of rough. It's a little bit scratchy. I was like, whoa, Real Techniques, what? Like, it actually has a slightly abrasive texture to it. And do you see the little bumpies? Gosh, I hope I can zoom in to where you can see. It is not even 6 a.m. and I'm way too excited about this, but see those little bumps? Not only are the bristles themselves just a little on the scratchy side, but you've got this sort of variation in the surface of the brush with those 3 little bumpies. So now that I've got that on my skin, I've kind of cleansed, so to speak. I'm just running this around, and I wish you could feel the same thing I'm feeling, but I'm just doing little circular motions, buffing this around. And I was doing this last night after washing my face, and I thought while I was doing it, you know, I knew there was a texture thing happening here on my skin, but I couldn't get past the fact that I was just using a brush to do this and not like an actual face scrub. While I was doing this, I'm just thinking, I'm gonna be so surprised if my skin actually feels smoother as a result of this. But now I've done it again. I swear it feels smoother. Like it's actually doing something. I won't go this far. I won't say it's doing what the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Microdermabrasion, what was the exact name of that thing? It's not doing exactly what that little product did, because that was absolutely the finest and most effective exfoliator I think I've ever used. But I swear it is doing something for the smoothness of my skin, because my skin feels softer after I use that. So I actually think they may be onto something with that. Now we have the Pret Brush, and this says densely packed firm bristles for mess-free application of moisturizer, serums, primers, or masks. So getting you really up close with this, see how it's kind of, it resembles the shape of a foundation brush, or just a flat foundation brush, but it's a little more chunky than that. And the funny thing about these bristles is they are incredibly slick. Like, yeah, there's a softness that you feel too when you run your finger like that over the tapered part of the brush, but they're just like really, really slick. I'm gonna bust out some of the good stuff this morning. I've got my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, and I don't feel good about just taking the brush and dunking it in here. I'm just going to actually put some of the moisturizer around, almost like I would if I were applying foundation to my skin, and then I'll just blend it in with the brush, and we'll see if that makes any difference to me whatsoever. Last night I used this to put on my Josie Maran Argan Milk stuff, and I kind of thought like, yeah, I don't really get the point. I don't know. I feel like the blending in of moisturizers is something the fingers can do pretty effectively, although your hand does absorb some, and this brush, I don't know, it's maybe taken in some product, but it's not really like absorbing it. And like I said, the bristles are really slick. So I guess one question to ask myself, does my skin feel like it has more product still on it now, having blended it in with this brush, than what I'm getting when I just blend it in with my own hands? I think that possibly might be the case. The brush does not feel like it's really holding much product at all. In fact, it seems very like wipe downable, you know what I mean? But maybe I'm crazy. I kind of like to feel the product going onto my skin. You know, I kind of like to feel the texture of the moisturizer that I'm working with. And maybe if I was doing a lot of makeup on other people, it might be kind of nice to have a brush to do that step so I didn't feel all, I don't know, handsy all over. I don't know. I just don't feel like I need a brush for that step. Now, the next thing is the Under Eye Reviver. And this says stationary aluminum ball for cooling under eye massage, and it says tip, use with favorite under eye cream. So we're going to do this as we apply the under eye cream, but this is a weighty product here, and yeah, it doesn't move. So it's not like one of those Garnier eye rollers where this is just all like moving all over the place. And I've got this IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Cream. This is what I've been using in the morning. So I'm going to dab a little bit of this around here and just partially blend it in, and then I'll go over it with the roller. And this I was even just using as soon as I got it. Like I had makeup on and I just thought, how cooling does this actually feel? Even without applying eye cream with it. And I thought it felt really cooling, but oh man, that is relaxing. That is nice. I'm a sucker for anything like kind of cooling and oh, nice like that around the eyes.
Oh man.
I might bust this thing out when I've got a migraine or something. It feels so dang good. Like you'd think taking a hard aluminum ball and running it around your eye area wouldn't be that big of a deal, but my word, it's really cooling. Now starting to feel slightly less cooling as I've been doing this for, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds or so. Oh, but I think this is a great morning step. Very nice feeling. I dig that. I love cooling stuff. I did a whole video on cooling stuff and whether it worked, but that feels really, really nice. And it's kind of cool. Like I said, the ball is stationary, so you can use it alongside any eye cream that you like to use and you're not risking stuff gunking down under the ball. Next thing is the Lip Exfoliating Brush. For this, they say use in circular motions with your favorite lip balm or lip scrub to gently exfoliate and smooth your lips. Camera is really not wanting to be my friend today and focus, but can you tell that this is a small cylindrical? Is cylindrical a word? It's that kind of shape with this brush. It's a very, very blunt cut. All the bristles are the same length, and it also has a slightly abrasive quality. A lot of times I will use the terms brush hairs and bristles kind of interchangeably, you know, just, I don't know, those words gonna come out here or there, but these are definitely bristles. These are really tough. I feel like they are, I wouldn't go quite so far as to say they're as tough as like a toothbrush bristle, but maybe yeah, on some of the softer toothbrushes. Think of toothbrush bristles really tightly packed, okay? So that's what we're working with here, and I do not like the thought of using a kind of loose lip scrub and then the scrubby particles get down into the brush. Like that bothers me a little bit. But what I realized is that this still does a good amount of scrubbing just on its own if you put a little balm on first to help it kind of work. What I've got right up here that I'm going to use to moisturize my lips a bit with is the EOS. I'm minty and cooled from my eyes to my lips. And now I'm going to use this and just kind of scrub around on the lips. And I used this last night too, so hence why my lips didn't really feel like they needed this right now, but I don't feel like this does as effective of a job as the e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator. You guys know I love that product. It's a stick. It's kind of a balmy stick that has the little scrubbies suspended within the balm. I think there's a good concentration of scrubbies, and it comes in different like scents, flavors, whatever. I feel like it works really well. And the difference between that and this is that I feel like that covers a broader surface area, so it gets the job done more quickly. This brush, I mean, look at the size of this brush, the tip of it, in comparison to my lips. And I don't have like world's most massive lips, but it takes me some time to kind of work around them. I don't know, but it is giving me a very nice little abrasive, a nicely abrasive feeling here, you know what I mean? Like I can tell it's doing some scrubbing action. And my lips do feel softer for having used it. It just takes a little longer than the other. I don't know. I think it's kind of, it makes sense to have something like this in this kit. I will say that. So do I feel like the set is worth it? Do we need application tools for more things? Is it necessary to buy this stuff for our skincare and kind of skin prep steps? And I don't think they're must-haves. I think you can definitely get by without them. But are they cool? Are they kind of innovative? Is it sort of a fun idea? Yes, and I would say my favorite part of it is the under eye reviver because this feels amazing on the skin. And I also am kind of fascinated by the dry facial brush because the thought that you can kind of run this around your skin and, I don't know, just achieve kind of a gentle but softened up exfoliated feel, I think that's kind of cool. The Pret Brush, this is the kind of thing where if you didn't feel like you really needed to use this with moisturizers, serums, primers, or masks like they say, I think this could possibly transition into being a makeup application brush too. I might really enjoy this for masks though, and I haven't yet used it in that capacity. And this brush, it'll scrub your lips. It really truly will. Not quite as quickly as the e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator, but it legitimately does scrub my lips. It's a tiny little thing, but the bristles are stiff, 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 so they really work. So I'm coming away thinking, yeah, I'm glad I have the little set. I think it was fun to experiment with. I think this is gonna get absolute daily use. I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this brush too. You be the judge, make your own decisions. You can definitely get by in life without those brushes. But you know, if you're really into different little makeup application techniques and gizmos and whatnot, it might interest you. So thank you guys so much for watching. I think this is the least glam I've ever ended a video, but hey, this is the content we're working with right now, okay? Thank you guys for your time. I hope you have a great day and I will see you soon. Bye.